Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Here in the Vail Valley, we are really fortunate to have something that not every community has, and that's an independent bookstore. And here, one of the owners of the Bookworm of Edwards is Nicole Magistro. Good morning, Nicole.
Thanks for having me.
And you guys just celebrated a milestone.
We did. We celebrated our 20th anniversary in Eagle County. The Bookworm opened as a van, and we lugged around Tupperwares full of books, and then became a bricks and mortar store. And we've been in the Valley in business for 20 years.
You're a bookstore, but you're so much more than that as well. I mean, it's a meeting point for the community.
That's right. A community gathering place is really part of our mission, and we have a 35-seat cafe inside the bookstore. We serve Colorado products, healthy food, beautiful handcrafted Novo coffee, and then we have a really carefully curated selection of books for the entire family. We have a large children's department, and then all your fiction and nonfiction needs, including a great cookbook for this year.
Tell us about this cookbook.
Half-Baked Harvest is the creation of Tegan Gerard. She lives in Silverthorne, but this is actually one of the best cookbooks of the year for the whole country. You'll see it on a lot of lists. It's great, healthy cuisine, and she makes it all right in her barn in Silverthorne. She's done a lot of the pictures, and we as a staff have made about 24 recipes from this cookbook, and I can attest it is awesome.
Well, that's great. Now, in addition to cookbooks, and you were mentioning your large children's section, there's books, but then there's even more than that. There's some great little gifts to give kids as well, and there's some like kits that they can make things.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a huge selection of gifts and things for the whole family, really. Children for sure. We have lots of games and puzzles, kits, science kits, and kind of you make it sort of DIY things that'll keep kids busy during the winter time. But also for adults, we've got scarves, candles, beautiful letterpress greeting cards from really all over the country, and then all kinds of just fun, quirky things too. You'll find great stocking stuffers this year.
One of the things I love about your store is how much you support authors, and in particular local authors. For example, this book, but also I picked up Labor of Love for my husband because he loves to drink wine, and this was a local author who did the research on winemakers in the Piemonte region.
That's right. We have a huge selection of Colorado authors who haven't written just books about Colorado, but about the whole world.
Yes.
And we have about one event each week of different kinds with authors that are from Colorado and all over. And we've got 2 big bays of books all about our region, its history, its beauty, and all the nature around us. So.
Well, what are you reading right now that you especially love?
Well, I just finished a book called Lost History of Stars, which is one of our favorite books of the year for sure as a staff. The buzz kept building, one person read it, then another, and I think about 9 of us now have read it, and we've loved it. It's a story about a young girl in South Africa at the turn of the 19th century, and it takes place during the Boer War. It's kind of like an Anne Frank for South Africa. Beautiful writing, and has that naive point of view that really illuminates a part of history we didn't know that much about.
I love historical fiction. Nicole, thank you so much for coming on. You all are located in the Riverwalk, and you're open 7 days a week, and with the only closure being Christmas Day.
We will be closed on Christmas Day, but we're open our normal hours on Christmas Eve, so 9 to 5 on the weekends, and then 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the week.
Thank you so much for coming on, and happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we've got your weather forecast.